A very good afternoon. Thank you so much for staying with us here on TV 47. This is Newsfeed. My name is Mombi Chege. Now, ODM leader Raila Odinga has today met the pastoralist parliamentary group and other leaders from the pastoral community to iron out issues in the Building Bridges Initiative report. Now, according to Treasury CS Ukuriatani, the community leaders have resolved to support the BBI, with Odinga agreeing that the community selects 3 representatives who will sit down with the BBI technical team to have the recommendations included in the report.
In conformity with the deliberations that we've had this morning and before, we want to confirm that we have a big stake in the current discourse, constitutional discourse that is ongoing, and we have resolved to support BBI in totality.
We have resolved unanimously to support BBI and raise our issues on the table, not outside the table, as some did in 1962. So never again will the pastoral communities be pushed out of the government for day-to-day politics of 2022 and later on allow ourselves to be governed by a constitution that we do not participate. It happened to the people of Northeastern in 1962, 1963, and we regret it.
This was the 4th meeting we've been having with them. And there is quite an agreement over many issues here. And you say that some of those issues can and will be taken on board.
We are sharing our concerns in order to make sure that we are, as part and parcel of the communities in this country, that we get our issues included. It's not the issue of opposition or other issues as contextualized before. And we want to take the opportunity to tell our communities, the pastoral communities across the country, that we are on course and you are fully represented, to understand wherever you are that your leaders are representing you.
They have appointed a representative, 3 representatives from here who will actually sit down with the technical team to iron out some of those issues.
And again, BBI has a lot of gain for us as pastoralist communities. We cannot, as pastoralists, oppose BBI.
Now, the Amnesty International has condemned attempts by the Kenyan government to deport a Tanzanian opposition politician who fled the country and is seeking asylum in Kenya. Godbless Lema was arrested at the Namanga border with his wife and 3 children and claims he has received death threats and cannot take an assassination threat lightly. Now, Lema ran for his dear life from Tanzania after various arrests of opposition leaders in Tanzania, coming in the aftermath of presidential polls where President John Pombe Magufuli won with a landslide.
Nafikiri serikali ya Kenya itakuwa makini kwamba kwa mtu anayekimbia kuuawa ama kuteswa ama kuzalilishwa ama kupigwa, sheria za kimataifa ziko wazi, mtu huyo huwezi kumrudisha anakokimbia. Sheria za kimataifa ziko wazi sana. Nafikiri Kenya ni watu wameendelea katika sheria zaidi na ni watu wameendelea katika demokrasia. Ninaamini kwamba kutakuwa na mwelekeo mzuri.
Yesterday my client claimed asylum officially, and the police decided to lock him up as they say that they were getting orders from above. International law is very clear. The UNCHR, of which Kenya is signatory, says that once one claims an asylum in any country which is a member, the person is supposed to be processed through the United Nations High Commission for Refugees. And that's what ought to have happened. But up now, they have locked up my client at the police station, awaiting decisions from above. But luckily we have spoken to senior government officials who have assured us that they are looking into the matter.
Now, the judicial system in Kilifi, Tana River and Lamu counties is set to witness an ease in the backlog of cases. This is after the training of professional mediators in the entire North Coast region. Speaking as a chief guest during the mediation seminar, Malindi presiding judge, Justice Ruben Nyakundi, says mediation has proven to be a useful tool for case management.
Katika policy yetu ya court annexed mediation ni kusema tuliunganisha mediation kuwa moja ya njia tunasuluhisha makesi ambayo yako mbele ya mahakama. Kwa hivyo hawa lazima wataalamu fulani wako na ujuzi, wanaelewa jinsi ya kuendesha kipindi hii ya kutatua hiyo makesi ambao yako mbele yetu, na tukiwayapokeza kwao wayashughulikie mwafaka kwa siku kama siku 60 andao wasuluhishe na walete ripoti kwetu. Kwa hivyo ile maana sana ni kutimishia kwanza wajibu wa katiba. Kwa katiba inasema kesi ile ambao haki kuchelewesha haki ni kudhulumu mwananchi, kwa kusema kwa ufupi. Na kwa hivyo ikawa ni njia gani tunaweza kushikana pamoja kama sisi mahakama na wataalamu wengine kusuluhisha sana kuchelewesha kwa makesi miaka 2, miaka 3, miaka 5, na sengine haki watu wanaona itendeki kama kesi inachelewa mahakamani.
We decided to come up with a program on capacity building, and we've done it in 2 tiers. The first being stakeholder engagements, ambazo tumekuwa tukiwa nazo na machifu, wazee wa mtaa and people like those ones, na wazee wa kaya. Lakini pia we decided to properly train and certify a number of individuals who are passionate about justice to ensure that there's enough mediators for the counties of Kilifi. This week we have trained 42 persons, 43 mediators. We are hoping after this to mentor them and help them to get accredited as soon as possible so that they can be able to serve the courts within this corridor.
And leadership wrangles continue to divide Ford Kenya members, with Wafula Wamunyinyi-led faction calling for a National Council delegates meeting to plan for the party's election against embattled party leader Moses Wetangula. Tongaren Member of Parliament Dr. Eseli Simiyu has accused Wetangula for not adhering to the party's constitution that allows for election of new officers' barriers after every 4 years.
Wetangula anaandika akisema hakuna election NDC tarehe 21. Hiyo haiwezi kuhold anything. Mkutano kama vile ilivyopangwa Bomas of Kenya tarehe 21 itaendelea. Na delegates watakuwa hapo wachague new officials. Wetangula apende ama sipende.
The national elections ya mwisho, National NDC, National Delegates Congress ya mwisho ilifanyika 2011. Sasa ni miaka 9. For all intents and purposes, the national officials are in office illegally. It is time to regularize. Otherwise, this party can easily be dissolved. You see all these delegates, these are from Western. These are the owners of the party. They want elections. They have been waiting for that. Why should we deny them that? Yet this is their party. On 31st May is when we had the NEC meeting that removed Wetangula. Then he pretended to be having another NEC meeting elsewhere, which he says suspended me, which is not true. There's nothing like suspension. Because when he transmitted those things to the registrar returned them to him and told him he didn't have quorum. The only thing he did was to go to the High Court, and he got a conservatory order stopping the registrar of political parties from dealing with me or him. It did not stop me as Secretary General.
Now, matatu operators in Kitale town have forcibly entered the new bus park that has been under construction for the past 7 years. Now, the construction of the bus park was completed 2 years ago, but since then it hasn't been in operation. The matatu operators, led by their chairman Simon Andala, said the move has been prompted by the lack of willingness from the area governor Patrick Kayemba to operationalize this stage.
Hii stage wakati governor alitaka kuijenga, alikuja akatuomba kwa heshima kwamba tuondoke mahali hapa na atujengee stage. Na tumesubiri zaidi ya miaka 8. Stage ilikamilika, governor hataki kufungua stage. Ndio leo nimeamua nichukue wamama, vijana, bodaboda, hoka, shushaina, wote niwaingize kwa stage, waendeleshe maisha yao hapo ndani ya stage jinsi walikuwa wanaendelea na stage hapo awali.
Tuna miaka 8 tangu tutolewe mahali hapa. Wengine walikufa kwa sababu ya stress, walikuwa wanadaiwa malon, wengine walitoroka kwa sababu ya malon, na hata wengine hatuwajui mahali walienda. Lakini leo hii sisi tumechukua jukumu ya kuingia mahali hapa kwa sababu hii ni mali ya umma. Na mali ya umma sisi tumekataa ipatiwe mtu mmoja. Hii nafasi ilikuwa imepatiwa mtu kutoka Eldoret. Na huyu mtu alikuwa akuje aanze kutulipisha sisi mahali pa kukaa. Na wakati tulifukuzwa, huyu mtu hakukuwa mahali hapa. Tunamuomba bwana gavana, tunakuheshimu, lakini wewe umetuchukulia sisi walala hoi kama machokora.
Hapo hiyo hatutoki.
Now, a local chief in West Pokot County has beaten the community's odds by sensitizing the community in believing in the existence of COVID-19. Now, the chief has been creating awareness on measures to prevent further spread of the virus. Weiwei location, Chief Matayo Rono has taken the lead in sensitizing locals on market days at Sigor Market that attracts people from Baringo, Kacheliba, Kapenguria and Kainuk areas.
It all began when locals in remote areas of West Pokot County claimed that the COVID-19 virus does not exist and had no idea of a face mask. A local chief stood out and changed the narrative by sensitizing and creating awareness to locals on market days every Tuesday at Sigor Market in Pokot Central Sub-County.
Tunafunza hawa umuhimu ya kuvaa hii kitu kwa sababu bila kufunza hata jua kwamba anafaa kwa sababu gani.
While at Sigor Open Air Market that attracts buyers from various areas including Baringo and Kapenguria, Weiwei location Chief Matayo Rono cautions business people and their customers, saying he makes sure social distancing is maintained, masks are put on at all times, and business premises have water jerrycans.
Kwa kila Jumanne na kila siku nahakikisha kwamba mimi nakaa na hii watu nahakikisha kwamba wametimisha yale masharti. Aswa barakoa na kila mtu jerikani yake ya maji iko mbele ya duka yake.
Weiwei residents lauded the chief for his efforts and cited that people in remote areas who knew nothing about face masks are now making good use of them.
Kuna wengine wanatoka milima huko jugo lakini hawajui maana ya mask. Lakini mwenye amebabana sana kuhusu mambo ya mask ni chief yetu hapa. Kuna wengine hata hawakuwa naelewa mambo yake ni ya nini, lakini walipata mafunzo kupitia chief yetu. Alikuwa anaeleza kuna ugonjwa unaitwa corona imefikia hapa.
Nanok Lauren, TV47.
Thank you so much for staying with us here on Newsfeed. Let's take a short breather. We'll be back with more in just a moment.
Life is a journey, and we all have ups and downs, highs and lows, and celebrities are no exception.
Do you know I couldn't pay rent? Do you know there's a time I went 3 days without food? If you read my book, I ate Colgate for dinner.
On Coffee with Movie, we get up close and personal.
Nilizaliwa hivyo. Yes. Mimi sijawahi ona.
We have candid conversations that are inspiring.
Na acha nikwambie mtu mmebarikiwa na mlikuwa nyote mko kwa line, mko kwa foleni. Huyu akibarikiwa sio ametoka, bado foleni inasonga. Wewe ni next.
Humorous.
This is going to be the craziest interview ever.
And life-changing.
Success is value system and the legacy you leave.
Coffee with Movie, every Sunday at 8 p.m. only on TV47. Every muscle, every bone is our concern.
A lot of pressure with both your hands, you're going to collapse the infant's chest.
Any pain.
There you go. You can calm down.
Any discomfort. We have just the right doctor.
I'm a consultant breast surgeon.
I'm an emergency care specialist.
I'm a chiropractor.
With just the right remedy.
Majority of patients will actually just require supportive treatment.
Join us on Body Garage every Wednesday at 8:30 p.m. because we care. How do you like your meals? Sweet and tasty or spicy and savory? On the Throwdown, we bring you our chef of the day, who gives you ideas on how to make amazing meals from the comfort of your home. Every Sunday from 6:30 p.m.
Je, una tatizo lolote la ngozi ambalo limekuwa likikusumbua na kukuletea aibu mbele ya umma? Usisumbuke tena, maanake mtaalamu anayeongoza katika tiba asilia, Daktari Peter Macharia Murugu, ana suluhu yako kupitia mafuta ya kujipaka ya Oh My. Mafuta ya Oh My yanasaidia kumaliza chunusi, alama baada ya chunusi kupona, kumaliza stretch marks, upele, kutunza ngozi kutokana na athari za jua na baridi kali, kati ya matatizo mengine ya ngozi. Mafuta ya Oh My yanatunza ngozi yako na kuipatia ulaini wa aina yake, na yanaweza tumiwa na watu wote, watu wazima na watoto pia. Ili kupata mafuta ya Oh My kwa bei nafuu zaidi, aidha kwa matumizi yako binafsi au biashara, wasiliana nasi kupitia 0722997788 au 0705161616. Oh My, lainisha ngozi yako.
When the world changed, it made us go back to the simple joys and love the little things even more, like serving up your best, eating together, and sharing more. Now, we'll take nothing for granted and always remember to taste the simple joys. Coca-Cola. Taste the simple joys.
Windsor Security Guards is established to offer tailor-made security solutions for all your security needs. Call or email us today. Big Lapa Builders Limited is a technology-driven building company offering quality and high-standard building and construction services. Located along Kasarani Mwiki Road, contact us today for quality technology-driven building solutions. Big Lapa Builders Limited, the one-stop shop for technology-driven building services.
Welcome back. Now, Safaricom half-year net profit has dropped by 6% for the last 6 months ending 31st September 2010. Now, the net profit dropped from 35.195 billion shillings to 33.7 billion shillings, with M-Pesa revenue declining the most by 6.8 billion shillings, while voice and messaging revenues dropped by 2.79 billion shillings and 530 million respectively, following the free transactions to support customers during the COVID-19 period. However, Safaricom CEO Peter Ndegwa has described the performance as good, considering the disruption caused by the coronavirus. Stakeholders in the horticulture industry want Kenya to enter into an agreement with the UK to continue exporting flowers. Now, the stakeholders say they are worried of Brexit and now want the government to clarify on the ongoing trade negotiations between the two countries. Clement Tulezi, the Chief Executive Officer of Kenya Flowers Council, says the bilateral agreement will give farmers comfort since a number of people have invested in horticulture, which has provided employment to over 350,000 people. The stakeholders say they have a reason to worry because Kenya and the UK enjoy trade agreements under European Union, which will change after Britain exits the EU on 31st December 2020.
Anyone, and therefore just a clarity from government on this negotiation that are going on will give us a bit of a comfort. We have people who have invested a lot in this industry. We also have workers who work for us, over 350,000 people who are critical to this business. We just want to have that assurity that come January 1st, we'll continue exporting into the UK much more competitively than all the rest of our competitors, because when a tariff comes in at 8% for flowers, for example, and we are subjected to that, we become completely uncompetitive.
Now, a solemn mood has engulfed Lirembe village in Ikolomani constituency after a 30-year-old man died following a steep fall into an unmanned pit left open at a quarry. Now, according to the deceased brother, the deceased, who suffers from a mental illness, was wandering around, thereby meeting his death. Meanwhile, in another incident in Shavi Rosi village, Shinyalu constituency, a 10-year-old boy died after stepping on a live wire barefoot during a funeral ceremony Sunday night.
Tulikuwa tumezika babangu hapo, yeye ndiye alikuwa amezikwa hapo. Sasa ila harakati ya kumuomboleza hiyo ndio tukashikania tu, mtoto ameshaanguka, amegwamilia waya.
Ndugu yangu alikuwa mgonjwa, ameishi na ugonjwa, ako na mabarua za daktari ile ya kuonyesha akili yake sio mzuri sana. Sasa alikuwa katika ile matembezi na akapatana na kifo yake kwa maji.
Hii kuna pambo ambazo ziko hapo tatu, tunangangana hiyo maji itoke pale, ikuwe ndoko ndio tumtoe, ndio tuite polisi wa Kakamega Police Station waje wamchukue wampeleke kwa mocha.
And Baringo County leaders, led by the first Baringo Governor Benjamin Koech, have insisted on locals, by the help of the clergy, to keenly go through the BBI report. Now, speaking while at Mumbere's Maji Mazuri ward in Eldama Ravine Sub-County, Baringo County Assembly Clerk Richard Koech has questioned the BBI report, saying inclusivity cannot be achieved in the country if the president chooses to appoint a prime minister from his party.
Tumeona maneno ya BBI haina ubaya, lakini wakisema inclusivity haiwezi kupatikana wakati rais anachagua prime minister kutoka chama chake. Itakuwa inclusivity aina gani kama rais anachagua prime minister kutoka chama chake na deputy prime ministers? Mimi nilikuwa nafikiria inclusivity itapatikana kwa kusema mawaziri watoke sehemu tofauti nchi hii. Basi mimi nataka kusema tu hivi, hii BBI report ni kama hivyo na ujanja, na bado tunaisoma, tunaipekua, because magavana wa term ya pili wameanza kusema tano fresh. Sijui kama nyinyi mmesikia magavana ambao wanahudumu second term wakisema wanataka tano fresh. Sasa nimeanza kufikiria labda kuna ujanja wa hii katiba. Tukipitisha BBI, pia rais atasema tano fresh. Magavana ambao wamemaliza term yao wanasema tano fresh. Labda hiyo ndio ujanja. Lakini kama kuna ujanja kama hiyo, sisi kama Wakenya lazima tusimame imara, lazima tujue ukweli, lakini ya muhimu ni kwamba uongozi wa nchi hii haiwezi kukuwa replace na hii maneno ya BBI.
Viongozi wa kanisa katika Kenya hii, iwe ni wa Katoliki, iwe ni wa Protestant, iwe ni wote, tunawauliza tafadhalini, tumia mbinu yote ambayo Mungu amewapatia. Tumia kipawa kile Mungu amewapatia.